Here's your daily news roundup from 97.9 WGBW.
From the 97.9 WGBW newsroom, I'm Connie Fellman with this local news update. We're in the heart of March Madness, but many sports fans in Wisconsin are already looking ahead from the hardwood to the ball field. Brewers fans will have more ways to catch games this season, and some won't even need a subscription. The team announced it's continuing a deal to air 10 games for free on TV stations across Wisconsin, including WACY Channel 32 here in Green Bay. The first one is opening day, March 26, when the Brewers host the White Sox. Team officials say the goal is to make games easier for everyone to watch, whether on cable, streaming, or local TV. Today is the first day of spring. It's finally starting to feel like it, but many across our state are still trying to dig out from our record-setting snowstorm earlier in the week. From Door County to western Wisconsin, the blizzard of March 2026 broke multiple snow records. Those include 33 inches in Sturgeon Bay over 3 days, a Madison daily high, and a couple dozen inches near La Crosse. Mother Nature's doing her part to help melt all that snow with warmer temperatures, but heavily impacted communities are still cleaning up. Details of what's ahead for the weekend are coming up in the forecast. More than 300 workers in Appleton could be out of a job in 2 months. Spectrum announced it's closing their Appleton office effective May 21st, affecting 313 workers. Spectrum says it's shifting the work at the technical repair call center to other call centers around the U.S. The cable provider says the move will allow them to provide information and training more efficiently. Spectrum says employees will have the opportunity to relocate to another technical repair location or apply for another job in the company, like the Fond du Lac call center. Employees who don't have a new position in Spectrum by May 21st are eligible for severance benefits. A reminder this morning that the celebration of life and legacy for Bob Harlan, originally planned for last Monday, was rescheduled for this coming Monday, March 23rd. Fans are invited to attend the event at Lambeau Field Atrium from 3:30 to 5 p.m. A couple details to keep in mind if you are planning to go. The service will be on the main level of the atrium. General admission and standing room only. Fans can begin going in at the Miller Lite Gate at 2:30 p.m. Expect a line and be prepared for the weather. If capacity is reached, fans in line will be notified. Fans are asked not to bring flowers or gifts. There will be an area for sympathy cards. You can find parking information and additional details on Packers.com. Visitation and the funeral mass at St. Francis Xavier Cathedral are also scheduled for Monday, prior to the public event at Lambeau. After nearly 2 decades of fielding 911 calls, one Brown County dispatcher gave her 2 weeks' notice at this week's Public Safety Committee meeting. Jennifer Conley told county leaders the dispatch center is being run on control, fear tactics, and threats. She's not the only one complaining. Dispatchers have been speaking out at county board meetings for months about the impacts of ongoing staffing shortages, forced overtime, and what some are calling a toxic work environment. At the March 18th meeting, dispatcher Julia Roback said the center will be down to 33 dispatchers by the end of the week. Full staff is about 50 dispatchers, according to a staffing report. Public Safety Communications Director Chancey Hunsinger told the committee that recent data from 2026 shows improvement. According to Hunsinger, overtime is down 40% and 100% of 911 calls are being answered within 15 seconds. With news at the top and bottom of the hour all day and on demand anytime at WGBW.FM, I'm Connie Fellman, 97.9 WGBW News.
With Civic Media News, I'm Stace Keene. 3 more Wisconsin Republicans are headed for the exit, including Kevin Peterson, Devin LeMahieu, and Rick Gundrum. Peterson is from the 57th District in the Fox Valley and says he's proud of his time in the Assembly and thanked his staff, colleagues, and constituents. Senate Majority Leader LeMahieu from Oostburg says he's ready for a new chapter and wants to spend more time at home. Gundrum is from the 58th Assembly District in central Wisconsin. He says he's looking forward to family and travel after 20 years in local, county, and state government. LeMahieu is the 4th Republican state senator not seeking re-election this fall, joining Racine's Van Wangard, Brookfield's Rob Hutton, and Whitewater's Steve Nass. In the Assembly, Gundrum is also the 4th GOP member stepping aside, along with Speaker Robin Voss of Rochester, Speaker Pro Tem Kevin Peterson of Waupaca, and Representative Dave Murphy of Hortonville. Public school enrollment is shrinking again across the state of Wisconsin. State data showing public schools lost more than 14,000 students this year, with 68 of the state's 72 counties seeing declines. Overall, enrollment dropped nearly 2% as compared to last year, continuing a long-term slide that's pushing some districts to consider closing or combining districts and schools. A new report from the Wisconsin Policy Forum says the state has been losing students faster than the national average for more than 2 decades, though the gap has started to shrink recently. And Bayfield County is standing apart from its up north neighbors over the Line 5 pipeline project. The county board there voted 10-2 last month to reject an agreement with Enbridge that would have reimbursed the county for emergency and law enforcement calls at the construction site. The district attorney in Bayfield County said taking that money could make it look like law enforcement is working for the company, not the public. Some supervisors have argued that Enbridge should still help to pay for the extra costs. Iron and Ashland counties have already said yes to that same deal. More news is available at civicmedia.us.
The Badgers season ends. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports, men's college basketball. The Wisconsin Badgers lose in an upset to the High Point Panthers, 83-82. The Panthers hitting three-point shots 15 times in the game. Did the Badgers have a bad performance? Head coach Greg Gard.
I didn't think we played bad. I thought they beat us. They beat us. They were banging in that many threes. That was their chance to do that. And credit to them. Tip your cap to them. That they were able to make shots and take more and make more than they have in a long time.
The Badgers' Nick Boyd after the loss.
Disappointing. It's the name of the game, man. You win, you lose. You got to keep your head up, get yourself back up, and, keep fighting. I mean, I ain't disappointed about nothing. It is what it is.
NBA, the Bucks blown out in Utah by the Jazz, 128-96.
We played awful, didn't play with any competitive spirit tonight.
That's Bucks head coach Doc Rivers. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
It is going to be partly to mostly cloudy today with a high right around 45 this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy. It will drop to 33 for a low. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, and it will be warmer with a high right around 48. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable.
That's your Green Bay News Roundup from 97.9 WGBW. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. And find more news anytime at WGBW.FM.